Hello, BookTube. I wanted to do a quick reminder for you here, just something that it'll be a tiny little video. I promise I won't wool gather. I could, as always, since I'm a friendly old coot. As always, I have a huge number of stories that I could tell you at any time. I was watching, for instance, the YouTube algorithm summoned one of my starter kits from years ago. And I thought, oh God, because I've always been to redo the starter kits, get back to them, and do something again. Like, for instance, a nonfiction starter kit that starts at the very beginning of time and moves forward. And so I thought, well, you might as well watch and see what it's like. And it was a Victorian starter kit, and at the beginning of the video, I held up Frida, my little miniature schnauzer, only she had just been with me a day. She was like 8 weeks old, a tiny, tiny little thing. No whiskers, no eyebrows, no idea what was going on, no name. She didn't have a name during the video. And that I smiled at that a little extra indulgently because yesterday we were on a walk out in the neighborhood and we came across another miniature schnauzer. And Frida's reaction to other dogs that we meet is thunderous disapproval. She hits them with a volley of screaming barks. And it's not because she's aggressive. If I bring her over to that dog, she stops screaming, barking, and just inspects them from front to back. They have to not move, and they have to not lip off. But if they do that, she's never bitten a dog, and she never would. It's not aggressive in that way. She just needs her way. She's a little dog syndrome. She needs to announce to the other dog who's in charge here. Most of the dogs in the immediate neighborhood, even in the extended neighborhood, are familiar with her, and they're also familiar with me, and they're willing to indulge her for my behalf. But this other miniature schnauzer had the exact same view of the world. I think all miniature schnauzers do, and oh my God, it was like watching two Prussian generals meet each other in a tiny restaurant. It was hilarious. The other schnauzer's owner was saying, "Oh, so you're going through this too?" And I was saying, "Yep." But anyway, it was because of that incident. It was all the more touching to watch that starter kit video when Frida was just a little baby, tiny little bean, and didn't even have a name. And I made the mistake of looking at the comments field to that video, and there were lots of hearts, there was lots of love, lots of familiar names, lots of you saying, "Oh my God, there's Frida. I've just found this video and we know her well now, and there she is when she was just new, didn't even have a name." And I should pay attention to that and only that, but always in an extended comment field. I mean, that video has 4,000 views, something like that. Always in an extended comment field, there'll be some comment that is just out of left field, just dank, boring, rude, and it sticks in your mind. I was looking down those comments field, and there was a comment saying, "This is a 19-minute Victorian literature video that only talks about Victorian authors for 9 minutes." Yeah. So you noted how long the video was, and you also counted the minutes. And what was the stupid stuff that was in the way of the content you were promised? A cute little puppy. Yeah, great. Yeah, but anyway, I should stress that even now, after all this time and all these comments, brainlessly boring, self-serving, navel-gazing comments like that, obnoxious comments like that, are still the incredible statistical rarity on this channel. So I'm grateful for that. But anyway, all of that is the aforementioned rambling. It has nothing to do with the subject at hand, which is an announcement. I've mentioned before on this channel there is an incredibly ambitious read-along going on BookTube. There are many, but this one is of an enormous series of books, the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. Each book of which is longer than the whole of The Lord of the Rings. And there are a quartet of great booktubers who are doing a read-along of the Stormlight Archives called Stormalong 2020. At a very leisurely pace. The first book, The Way of Kings, is the whole of June and July, so that you can get it done without feeling like you have to read 1,000 pages a week. And they're doing it, they're pacing it so that their read-along of the first 3 Stormlight Archives books will be done in November when the 4th book comes out, so that they'll all be up to speed. They're great channels. All 4 of them are great channels, and in addition to everything else that they're doing, oh my God, you should, if you ever had any ideas about reading the Stormlight Archives, you should watch their videos, because their content is so inviting to get you to read these books that you won't have a better introduction to help you along. But in addition to that, they've also done a live stream. They did a live stream. I didn't know about it until it was too late, and and I don't think I could have participated anyway, because I think at the time that it happened, I was crushed under a deadline. But they're doing it again. They're doing another live stream, and I did watch the live stream. I just didn't watch it while it was live, and it was a hoot. And their next one is tonight. It's at 9 o'clock tonight. I'll leave a link to the little placeholder announcement that they have, because I get the impression that it's 9 o'clock Midwestern time in the United States. I don't think it's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I could be wrong about that, but because I'm not good with math. But it looked to me like, you know, those little announcement video, the little placeholder things where they say, you know, set a reminder, this is live in. It said, I think 5 hours when it was 6 hours from me. So they might be Midwestern. I don't know one way or another, but I'll leave you to calculate that. But I urge you to go if you're interested in here, especially if you've ever read the Stormlight Archives or any Brandon Sanderson. I urge you to go and chip in your 2 cents worth. If I can, I will. So I want to leave a little announcement there of a live stream that's not my own, because I don't do live streams. But this is a read along well worth your time, and these channels are well worth your time, even when the read along is, God forbid, over, because they'll still be interesting. Young people to talk to. So I'm going to wrap this up. It was just a reminder and a rambling story, but I will be back. Thank you, BookTube.